Hi, this is Nicholas Bell with Ion Cinema, here to review Relic, the directorial debut of Natalie Erika James, which will be available on digital on demand July 10th, 2020, and a little bit earlier over the July 4th weekend in some drive-in theaters. It premiered at the 2020 Sundance Film Festival and would have also played at the 2020 South by Southwest Film Festival. And it is a art house, cerebral horror film that is very much in the same vein as films like Hereditary and The Babadook, and also a little bit of Jonathan Glazer's Under the Skin in there. It's an intergenerational horror film from a Japanese-Australian filmmaker, working again with screenwriters James and Christian White, who also penned her 2017 short Cresswick, which kind of features a similar narrative. But Robyn Nevin, the esteemed Australian stage and film star, who is in a couple of the Matrix films, stars as Edna, a woman who has gone missing. The police alert her daughter, played by British actress Emily Mortimer, who takes along her own daughter, Sam, played by Bella Heathcote, to go investigate what's happening. They find the house in disarray, with strange post-its all over the house, some that are rather creepy, and pet food left out for a dog that's been dead for years. After a couple days, Edna suddenly shows up, washing the dishes, acting like nothing happened. She's examined by a doctor, and besides kind of a strange bruise on her chest, it's deduced that she's quite all right. But as the running time goes on, we learn and see that dementia and or Alzheimer's seem to be plaguing her. And the house, metaphorically, seems to be responding in the same way. It's becoming this diminished, brooding thing that all these women are stuck within. Particularly the outside of the film, when we're outside of the house, there's a feeling of decomposition and this autumnal pallor that falls over the film that reminded me a lot of Jose Ramon Larraz's 1974 film Symptoms, in which Angela Pleasance also goes to this country house where psychological unraveling happens. I liked how the film, James' film is very astute, because this also taps into some universal anxieties for anybody that's ever had to deal with an older loved one developing these kind of disorders. But really this works on a metaphorical level that only really becomes more inexplicable as the film concludes, especially with a kind of an unforgettable, poignant ending that is open to all kinds of interpretation. And while it might not be as audience-friendly as something like Babadook or Hereditary, I think this is something that once you see it and consume it, it really does have certain imagery and motifs that are haunting. Overall, I think James is a very intriguing new presence that, much like Jennifer Kent, will be one to watch, and I give the film 3.5 out of 5 stars. Thank you.
Hey, this is Eric from IONCINEMA.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.